All right, how's it going? Got another review today. This is the Zirc Rubble Air. I've also heard it called the Goose. From my understanding, this is a new spinner maker, and this is one of their first designs, which is incredible for this to be a first design because this piece is fantastic. There's a lot of really cool things about this spinner in particular that I kind of wanted to cover in this video before I possibly sold it. Just again due to weight being a little bit too light. But yeah, so this piece is made out of Zirc. And if you know anything really about spinners, Zirc is one of the best sounding materials, and sound is what I really like more or the most out of, all of the kind of features on a spinner. Like, if I'm not getting a lot of good sound, then, a spinner kind of falls off for me. And I find that spinners with this sort of design, where there is, either some cutouts or the weight is at the end of the arms versus, all the way through. I find that these make some of the best sound. So let's talk about the design a little bit. So the cool part about this design is that it's so chamfered everywhere. Like, the entire thing is just chamfered. Like this is it's hard to explain, but this spinner is just one big chamfer, I feel like. It just makes it so that grabbing it and pulling it and flicking it is so damn good, because your finger always finds a way to kind of land in a good spot. So let's do some pulls there. Try to get a better grip on this guy. It's always hard under camera because you're trying to stick it underneath of a camera, so it's not a natural position that you're holding. And then flicks, so it almost doesn't matter where you catch it. You're always going to catch it in a decent spot, and that's one of my favorite things about this. I always talked in my older videos about, I like a spinner that I can flick, and I like a spinner that I can pull or throw. And this one does both of those things phenomenally. When you get your finger kind of on here, sorry for the nails. I hate when I forget to do my nails. Do my nails. I sound like a chick. But yeah, no matter where you get this, you're just able to just rip it like from any direction. It's awesome. And then let's see if I can get the sound profile for you. I'm gonna try to get a really good rip, a little pre-flick here, a little like Jamie style. Just wanted you to be able to hear that, so I shut the hell up for a second. But yeah, the overall design of this thing is absolutely freaking fantastic. It's one of the best designs that I've ever had for that application of flicking and spinning. So secondly, let's talk about the downsides of this thing, because this spinner does have one major downside to me, and that's the buttons. It's not that the button's not comfortable or not good to use, it's that it's proprietary. So if I take this button off, you're gonna see the shape only allows this button to be used on this spinner. So look at that concave shape that it has here. It actually fits like directly into there, and then it's tight to the body. It's good. It's a really good button. It's just that I like to use some exotic stuff like this, like I would love to slap this button on here. Like, look at that. That would look so freaking sick, but I can't, because the way this button is designed, it just doesn't allow me to use anything else with it. Unless I put some tiny ass button in there, but then I'm going to be pinching down like this, and it's going to be uncomfortable. So that's definitely a negative. When I got this originally, before I found tungsten, I had this at like a 9. This was like almost a grail, like really close to it. But since I couldn't swap the buttons, I found that, I had to knock it down a peg. So I did, and I guess a testament to this piece is throughout all of the tungsten that I've bought and like basically sold everything else and kind of dropped a lot of spinners off, I've held on to this one for a really long time. Like, I'm at the point now where I am selling the remainder of the pieces, and this is going to be included in my sale. But this thing has held its ground in my collection, and I just have not wanted to sell it because whenever I pick it up, it just reminds me of how comfortable it is and how easy it is to use. And it's like sometimes it's a nice break from W if my fingers are all beat up from ripping W all day. This thing really fits in a good spot for that. So even if you are like, I know there's other people out there like me who love tungsten and don't really spin a lot of other stuff, this is a great piece to have, just to, have like a palate cleanser, I guess you could say, for a spinner that's not going to beat you up, and it's going to be super comfortable, and it's going to be enjoyable anytime you use it. So I guess I'll hit this one with the Dumas system again. What would I say this category falls in? Whether if I lost it, would I not replace it? If I lost it, would I immediately buy a new one? If I lost it, would I just not care? This one is one where I'm gonna sell it, and I'm probably not gonna buy it again. If this was in tungsten, I would buy it in a heartbeat. So if this ever came out in tungsten, I would definitely reacquire it. So there's that, I guess. So I guess if you're saying if it's in a preferred metal that I like, then I would certainly buy it again. But in Zirc, no, I'm going to sell it and I'm going to move on from it, and I'll probably never buy it again. But has nothing to do with the quality or the spin on this thing. This thing is absolutely incredible. I would definitely recommend it wholeheartedly to anyone who's not a freaking tungsten nut like me, because it's just that good. And even if you are a tungsten nut, like I said, it could still be good. But that's it. I didn't want to spend too much time on this. Great first design from this maker. Rubble Air is the name again. And hopefully we see some more from this maker, and maybe see some W. If you're watching Mr. Maker, do some of this stuff right here, this heavy shit. That's what we want. That's what I want. All right, have a good one. Peace.